Don't you know that from coast to coast, where there's dope, there's hope, where there's dope, there's hope. Sheesh. Wait, is it lit? Don't.
Oh shit.
Hey.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
For another one.
Another one.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the Herbal Tea Podcast, your man EarthTone.
And your man, the real PZ.
Yeah, man. And we out here today, man.
We out here. We already good.
How y'all feeling, man? Y'all enjoying that snow?
Let's not talk about this snow situation.
Yeah, because everybody not experiencing what we experiencing right now. So how you doing other than the snow? What's going on? What's popping with you?
Oh, man. Listen, I'm feeling good.
You all right?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a good night.
It is going to be a good one.
And you already laced. Like, we already laced out here. It's not even, I wasn't even expecting all of this.
Come on, man. You already see what it is. Your kid got blessed real quick. Shout out to Mr. Hempflower, man. If y'all don't know, you need to put yourself on it. We gonna get into it a little bit later in the episode about this Delta 8 situation. But if you don't know, you need to put yourself up on it, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But
that's all I can say.
Yeah. Other than that, we just gonna get right into it.
Yeah.
Because we back now. Now we back. We done gave y'all a little intro, the warm up last episode. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done caught back up. We done caught. Now we back for the shits. You know what I'm saying? And we here to get right into it.
You already know the vibes.
Who we got first coming to the stage?
Oh shit! Who's first coming to the stage?
Fuck all that. Who coming?
It's going to be T.S. Lil Kendra.
Oh shit. Lil Kendra?
Y'all heard her?
Free Lil Kendra. Free Lil Kendra.
Time to free Lil Kendra. Free Lil Kendra.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
So, T.S. Lil Kendra is a rapper of female trans experience.
Okay.
So, she said, and I quote, "You mix a little bit of Humboldt, Tennessee, with a little bit of Champaign, Illinois.
Okay.
And you got T.S. Lil Kendra."
There you go.
So that's pretty much what it is. And
she's break it down.
Based in Atlanta right now, and who became notable through the docuseries Chasing Atlanta.
Okay.
That is the first time I had gotten a chance to get to know her as well, or see her. So maybe that's a lot of people as well.
Okay.
She releases music through her own label, Huff Music Group, and she is managed by her best friend, Wayne the Pain.
Wayne the Pain.
Wayne the Pain, that's the guy she's always running around with on Chasing Atlanta. If you haven't seen the docuseries, get into it.
She's very prominent on that show.
She's very prominent on the show, as you'll see with the music that we have in front of us.
Yes.
Fun fact.
Okay.
The whole 4th season of Atlanta is a goddamn fun fact.
Oh, well, there you go.
How about that?
Okay.
Just go check it out.
That is a fun fact for your ass. Just go watch the show and you be like, okay.
Right.
I get it.
It's a lot of fun things going on in there. But right now, we're going to be focused on one of the things that came out of Atlanta, which is this, out of Chasing Atlanta, which is her EP.
Okay.
That she has out right now. And guess what it's called?
What it's called?
Free Lil Kendra. Free Lil Kendra. Time to free Lil Kendra. Free Lil Kendra. You already know what it is. I don't think this is not her debut. She had a mixtape or album before that called Next Generation, and she went upstate to Virginia. You know, spend some time behind the clinker a little bit. I believe it was about 6 months, and it was due to like a traffic stop that they had. It was sort of like a Sandra Bland. It could have been. Thank God it wasn't. It was like a sort of a Sandra Bland situation where she is being stopped by the cops at a traffic light and asks her to come out. It turns into a situation.
Oh, man.
But, what really ends up happening is she goes to jail. So shout out to T.S. Kendra, T.S. Lil Kendra out, who is, free right now as far as we know, and, recovering well from that situation, because that obviously brings its own set of challenges.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
And from that, we get the EP. Free Lil Kendra, 4 tracks, tight little thing going on.
Okay, 4-pack.
4-pack. It came out on December 18th, 2020. God. All right. I'll have to just go ahead and start this off and
Just go on and get into it. What you thought?
bring Reginald Miller to this EP.
Yikes.
Bring him in. Just come in.
Yikes.
All right.
Sir Reginald?
I'm just bringing Sir Reginald in.
Damn.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I gave her a 29% Reggie.
Oof.
And this is why.
Okay. Let the people know.
I'm going to let you know the good first.
Go ahead.
Because T.S. Lil Kendra is quite notable on the series. She has a very endearing personality. And so she has a lot of heart. And the heart that she has on TV is no lie, pretty much the same heart you get behind the mic. So she has a lot of vulnerability, a lot of emotion, a lot of empathy going on. And I feel it from your girl.
Yes.
Like and that's kind of really why I really mess with her. She's like authentically
Wears
herself.
it on her sleeve. Like,
Right. And it's a beautiful thing because a lot of people are afraid to show their
Absolutely.
feelings. So, the fact that she's very open with that is beautiful. As a rapper, she remind me of like certain female rappers that like not that lyrical, but they got delivery like a motherfucker. They give you energy.
yes.
They give you something that just kind of make you overlook that lyricism part.
Yeah.
And, I fuck with that because, a lot of rappers kind of give me that, like, nah, they ain't the best when they come up to the mic.
Yeah.
But when you hear them, you feel something.
Yeah. It's
And
different styles of rap.
It's different styles of rap. So that's what she got going on for me. She being what she say. There's never any level of, there's a lot of empathy. There's never any, like, pretentiousness that comes from her. I like her storytelling shows that vulnerability off in the last track. What's the last track called?
Dear Kendra.
Dear Kendra. But here's where it ends for me. Like, she sound like she just went in the studio, they put auto-tune on, and they just let that shit rock because she's singing, rapping, talking over the auto-tune. It's like, all right, I get what you doing, girl, but it ain't really all that necessary. It's not for all of that. I know that's what niggas is doing. But, come on now. What I really also like from her, she pays homage to Lil Kim a lot, especially in the 2020 Wartime song. And these are for the real Kim fans. If you know what she referencing, that came back to you from La Bella Mafia. I am the one and only Queen Bee. After me, there will be none. But you could call me Miss White.
Come on.
That's what she doing.
She not playing.
I fuck with that. And, that's dope because we all kind of like wear a little bit of our idols on our sleeve, and you could definitely make that connection with her and Lil Kim. But the best track on it is the title track, Free Lil Kendra. That shit go. That shit goes.
I mean,
it kind of goes for me. It's really the best thing on it, though. You know what I'm saying? It had a purpose. It had context.
Yeah,
She beefing with Olivia.
Miss Olivia. Miss
I
Olivia.
can't. See, this is what you have to watch.
You got to watch the
season 4.
show.
That's kind of where it all comes from. But
You will enjoy this project a lot much more
if you watch the show.
if you watch the show. A lot much more. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing, but you would like it a
It is
lot
now.
much more
Yeah.
if you watch the show.
So that's where it's at for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you give it 20, 29?
29 Reggie.
Sir Reginald. I feel like I miss Reggie. I ain't seen Reggie in a
You
minute.
ain't seen Reggie?
Nah. Where
man.
Reggie been at?
Where has Reggie been? Where has he been?
Well, he here
He's
today.
here now.
Alive and well.
You're alive,
On
thriving.
episode 24 of the Herbal Tea Podcast.
You already.
Okay, so shout out to T.S. Lil Kendra.
Mm-hmm. What's going on with you?
You hit a lot of key points.
Okay.
I agree with a lot of your key points.
Okay.
I gave it a mid 40%.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. So some of those things that you hinted on, I gave her credit for. Like you said, the Lil Kim reference, really going in, like that's a concept just in the title itself, kind of bringing it back, like if you know type thing. That takes thought and that's creativity, which I love when artists take that extra step and put it into it. Like you said, like she's not the most lyrical miracle, like she's not killing you crazy with the bars, metaphors, and all of that. She's more of a heart on your sleeve rapper real life. I'm gonna spit it
Say
how I
what she
live it. This is
say.
raw, emotional. Like this is how
Yeah.
I'm feeling type shit. It was a 4-pack pretty much of her feeling how she was feeling from the show and being upset with who she was upset with because she talked about it on every one of these songs.
Pretty much.
So that was the theme. But I also gave her credit for not stretching this out to like a 10-track, 12-track album. Like this is you keep it about. You could have just gave me your first day out, you know what I'm saying, type one song, and you could have covered all of this.
Right.
Everything in these 4 tracks, you could have covered that in one, like, this my first day out joint. You know what I'm saying? You could have did that.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? She got the show going. You got to think from a business aspect as well.
Yeah.
Let me get the people 4 joints, streaming era. Let me get these screams up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at her for that. You were right. The Free Lil Kendra is my shit. I love that fucking song. Every time that song come on, I want to turn up. Got free look. I be wanting a free look. Like, where she at? Like, what she need on her commissary? Like, how can I help? Like, I want to free her when I hear that joint. And they bodied it. They took the DLC. It's funky enough sample, which I was racking my brain trying to figure out. Peasy helped me find it. I'm like, what the fuck? I knew it, but I didn't know it. But it's so familiar, and so many other people use it.
It's a popular sample. You hear it.
I like the cadence she chose to go with it on it. I like the fact that this is the only joint that ain't drenched in auto-tune.
Oh, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Because they slathered that bitch.
They really did.
They slathered the whole project with the auto-tune.
Auto-tune.
Yeah, but I get it. And then also the last joint, like you said, Dead Kendra, that's like a conceptual joint. Like they on a horn, like he like Wayne the Pain, like, damn, I've been trying to call her, I can't get her. I know it ain't, you know what I mean? But like, what's up? Let me write her. And then go in, and then he like, Kendra, and then she like, Wayne, I thought it was dope. I thought it was executed well. It wasn't highly skilled, no. But the emotion was there. You felt it. It felt real. It was like, yo, because you could tell they really kind of care about each other.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch the show, you could tell they really ride for each other. He really ride for T.S. Lil Kendra, and I fuck with that. And it came across in that song. It was drenched in auto-tune, yes. Wayne the Pain.
It's a little sappy.
He's not an artist, really.
But
it was cute. It was cute. I gave it to her. And like I said, I respected her for keeping it short, keeping it cute, to 4-track, little 4-pack, you know what I'm saying? But really, all you want to get to is that Free Lil Kendra. That shit is rocking.
That's all you want.
I gave it a 40% mid, man. That was my joint.
40% mid.
40%
for
mid.
one song, though.
Well, like I said, it was the other things that I gave her a lot of credit for, and it was a short project. Like I said, if she'd have put like 8 tracks on here, it might have been like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You wowed out, like. You really, really tried to, but that's what I'm saying. So I respect the fact that it was like, all right, they was, all kind of different beat sounding wise, very different production on each song, but she pretty much just gave you, the same content on a 4-pack, which I wish other people would take the lead. Because if you ain't that dynamic in that verse and your substance and content, I don't need a 22-track album from you of the same exact content. I don't need that. So I kind of gave her little bonus credits for just giving me 4. Give me a little splash in the joint. You know what I'm saying? But I admit as well, I really fuck with Lil Kendra. And I'm probably biased, especially because I'm just getting into the show.
Right.
And I really fuck with her on the show. So I'm probably like...
I fuck with her on the show, too.
I'm probably saucing the music up just a little bit. But I mean, listen, it was a lot of other key points.
But wait a minute.
Got me to my grade. My grade isn't far off. It's only 11%.
Who's counting?
I am. That's what we do. We literally, this is what this podcast does.
Have you seen the videos?
I've seen one of them.
Which one did you see? Which one
was
did
it
you
Free
see?
Lil Kendra?
Let's see.
I don't know. I don't remember. She was with the squad. They was in front of a car. She was with a squad. Wayne the Pain was definitely in the video.
Were they wearing fatigues?
I didn't see the fatigued out one.
Okay, so you probably looked at Free Lil Kendra, which she had.
What's the fatigued out one?
That's 2020. It's wartime.
Oh, I didn't see that. No,
of course.
I definitely didn't see that.
They was this is why I know she on another level. Is because her videos, the way she conceptualized it, like for It's Wartime, she got them in fatigues and she got them fighting as like African warriors as well in the video in like the middle of a forest.
Oh shit, she not playing. It's wartime for real.
She set that production up. Now it's a low budget video.
Okay.
To be sure. Listen,
Gotcha.
I'm telling you, it's just
Be
like
clear.
this is like if it was the DVD era and you saw one of them type of videos and it was filmed with a VCR with one of them camcorders on the cheap. It's like that, but for this generation.
Got you.
So that's what you're looking at.
Dope.
I kind of have a thing for
raw.
that shit
That's some
now.
raw. That's the. You
It's
know what I mean?
raw because that's the humble beginnings
the
and
real
shit like
shit.
that. Before all the gloss and shit, and you get tired of them.
And that's another thing. She owns that too. Like she always say, like she ain't coming on here saying she the baddest bitch. She ain't
Which is
woo woo
why
woo.
it works for me.
She's who she is. She's from where she's from. She get it from the mud. And like she said,
She from the mud.
everybody
strictly.
who got a future has a past, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bruh.
she not playing with like. Yeah, listen, 40% mid, man. Shout out to T.S. Lil Kendra.
Alright.
Shout out to T.S. Lil Kendra, man.
Listen, shout out to TS,
You know
Lil
what I'm saying?
Kendra,
Go
and
definitely go check that
check
out.
the project out for
Streaming
yourself.
on all platforms.
And that chasing Atlanta,
Go tune in. Word up. They
Tune
doing
in.
anything over there.
they are.
All right, man.
Who
so
next?
We're gonna move on to the next.
All right.
The next Q plus artist on the stage. Who we got, man? Nobody other. We got a repeat offender on the show. So what we did was, it's a new year, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we pretty much reing up. Because like we all know, this Q plus community,
Right.
it ain't but so big. You know what I'm saying? It ain't but so many of us. Plus, we in a pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Pandemic.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting them, running them bands up. Niggas is getting
We in
bands
a
out here. That's kind
pandemic.
of how they. That's
You
kind of how they
coined
looking
that
at it.
shit?
Nah, I didn't coin it. I got it from somewhere. Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna gas it like that's mine. But we definitely in a pandemic.
I fuck with
You
that.
know what I'm saying? And you know the music is kind of slow, but not for the Q plus artists apparently, because there's a lot of music going on out here.
Lot.
But we had this Q plus artist on the show last year. We reviewed just a single.
Yep. Material Girl.
So today, we're going to review a whole project.
A whole
It's none
thing?
other than Mr. Saucy motherfucking Santana, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Saucy.
Of course, you already know Q plus artist based in Miami by way of Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? His career actually took off on SoundCloud. He dropped a joint, Walk Like a Dog, 2019, summer 2019 on SoundCloud. It ended up going crazy. Got 1 million streams in like a week. You know what I'm saying? He kind of took off from there. He followed that up with an EP called Dog Walkers, which I think spawned the single Material Girls. So, you know, he just, you know, he's a pretty fairly new artist. Only
Very
been
new.
doing his thing for about a couple years.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
on the scene for about a couple years. And he's been making quite a name for himself. He was also in the news for some not so great activity. He got shot and wounded in a club.
Yeah.
He was actually, I think they said he was on site scouting locations for a music video actually.
Right.
And he got wounded, gunshot wound. Not exactly sure what happened. I think he made a statement saying that it might have been, you know, a hate crime or because of, you know, the type of artist he is, Q plus artist, because, you know, he's out there with it. He's loud and proud. You see him. It ain't no sugarcoating it.
You know
It
the
is what it
vibes.
is. Yeah.
You see the eyelashes. You see them nails.
Yeah, but thankfully he made it out that situation safe.
I think
you
we
know,
talked about that on earlier last year because I
when
remember
it happened. Yeah, on the In the Streets. I'm sure we
Yeah.
definitely brought it
Yeah,
up.
we definitely shouted him out on that when that happened, and hopefully he's recovered. Good. It looks like he.
Well,
is.
I mean, he definitely has. He's out here putting out music. He's
So,
doing his thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it slowed him down too much. But definitely that's a serious situation. You know, you don't want to take that lightly. Getting shot, I don't care who you are. That ain't nothing to, you know, just
Yeah.
blow by. So
Gotta change it.
hopefully he, you know, did what he had to do. He made it up out of that situation safe and sound. And he back on the right pace, man. He has this project out. Fun fact, his name is actually a combo of 2 nicknames.
Oh.
One of his friends, you know, cousins, I think, was a fan of his fashion sense. You look saucy. You always, you know what I'm saying? You always got that sauce. You always dress saucy. And of course, it's I don't think it's no secret that he used to be a trapper. He was out here trapping in these streets. You know, the Miami boys, they get wild down there.
They get wild.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody got their pass. He was out there trapping. And, the street niggas used to call him Santana.
Yeah.
You know, you already know what the Santana is about. You already know what it is.
Jewels.
So it kind of made, the alliteration, the Saucy Santana, it kind of got that ring to it. He's like, fuck it, why not? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's also good friends with Young Miami, who's one of the city girls. Of course, you know the city girls. Period. Yo, every girl does that. Like,
Every.
That's like,
Period.
they don't even say
That's
the period no more. They just, like, I was like, yo, that's the wave.
That
Okay.
is what it is.
Okay. Of course, you know who Saucy is. I mean, like I said, we reviewed him last time.
Fun fact.
Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to lead you there.
Yeah. Listen, don't judge me
It's
out here.
that peanut brittle.
Do not judge me.
I heard you.
All right. Miami trade over Atlanta trade. His words.
Interesting. Okay.
And I could see why.
Okay.
I would actually say the same thing.
Okay.
But whole nother paradigm. He was actually raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Oh, really?
But it's not clear. He said that like he spent some time out there because his father's originally from Harlem.
Okay.
Dominican. He mentioned that, but he's in jail right now. Just did this interview where he was talking about it with Angela Yee. So his father's Dominican, and he was raised in his father's from Harlem, but he did spend a lot of time as well, and that's kind of where he got some of his trapping from, in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Interesting. So he probably was like a summer baby. You know how like a lot of New Yorkers go down to Virginia for the summer?
Exactly.
Maybe it was like the same thing, but he was coming from down south.
I think so.
Okay.
It's a lot, so it's kind of a thing, you know what I'm saying? Going down 95.
Got a little history. Okay. Well, he got this joint that he just put out about a month ago. December 17th to be exact. 2020. It's a vibe. Which also has a single that goes by, the same name. So it has a title track. 17 songs?
17. That's how many tracks?
No, 14. 14 tracks.
14, okay.
14 tracks, 38. I don't know why I said 17. Wait, is it 17? I think it's 14.
I think you're right. It is 14.
It is 14. It's 14 songs, 38 minutes.
Right.
I gave it a loud 63.
You gave it a loud?
I gave it a loud 63.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna just get right into it.
Break down.
Like I kind of had a lot of phases with this project. It grew on me the more I listened to it. Every time I listened to it, I enjoyed it more. And then there are songs that I'm like, oh yeah, I like this one. Oh yeah, I like this one too. Oh yeah, I kind of like this one too. Now the downfall of it is not dynamic. Like, it's not very dynamic. He has a couple songs where like he got the joint story where he trying to get into his bag, where he talking about different pieces of trades, different stories, boom, boom, boom. He got a couple that and what was it? The Chrome Hearts joint, which is like his little his grab at R&B, a little R&B twist. I thought the feature on there was Migos, Quavo and shit for like a hot minute. And I was like, okay. But for the most part, it's Saucy Santana, like being Saucy Santana, which he kind of does his thing on this project. Like I enjoyed a few of the songs. The It's a Vibe joint is like, it's okay. I kind of get it. He got the Dream Doll feature. Light Skin Keisha, I'm not too familiar with her. Are you?
Light Skin Keisha.
It sounds so familiar. I feel like I should know who she is, but I'm not too familiar with her.
I'm a little familiar with her.
I know Dream Doll though.
She gave me another Florida chick, but that could be because the song was with Trina, as well. But
that's probably the whole connect, because I think the whole Miami connection click.
Yeah.
But that joint's not bad. Like he has a lot of joints that are like, I feel like I could. It's like TikTok rap. It's like you get a great hot, like a hook with a 1 minute 30-second period that will go great for a loop, but then it's like not really something you want to come back to, like
TikTok hip hop. You coined that?
like that. Well, I've never heard that one, but that's kind of what he gave me. But he's great at it. Like the working joint is my shit. That's probably like the first joint. When I heard TikTok rap, you like that?
There could be a thing.
Let's keep that on the tuck. Because we won't blow that out.
Yeah, for sure.
I might have to, you know what I mean, flesh
TikTok
that one out.
rap, yeah.
But the working joint, I love. Like he had the thing that gave him a lot of points for me on this project and kind of overall. It's really never a dull moment with Saucy. Like, he gonna give it to you. He gonna give you the energy. He's entertaining as fuck. He's gonna say something in a way that's gonna make you be like, did he just, like, kind of say that like that? Like, it's kind of, he has his own style. Like, I think you mentioned it earlier. Like, he's a one-of-one. He's a one-of-a-kind. His look, his style, all of that is kind of working for him. I feel like this project would have been even higher if he would have maybe trimmed it down a little bit. This probably could have been like a 10-track album for me that might have been, you know, I ain't gonna say fire.
Really?
Not gonna say fire.
Ooh,
but listen,
whoa.
I'm going off of a lot of, like, similar to like how we were saying with Kendra. Like, you can't look at every artist with the same lens. You know what I'm saying? Like, people who are nearsighted, farsighted, sometimes they got to change their lens because, you know, depending on how you looking at what you looking at. So you got to kind of view people and meet them where they at. And when you looking at a Saucy Santana, he is who he is. He never really tried to give you anything else other than that. He just gave you him kind of over some dope-ass production, which the production is definitely another big plus for him because a lot of the production on here was kind of crazy. The dude, Trey Tracks, he's been doing this thing. I heard him. I can't recall his whole catalog, but he's been kind of doing this thing. He's no slouch in the producer realm, and it kind of shows on this project. I think he handled like 4 or 5 joints on here, and Saucy's in his bag. He's doing his thing. Like I mentioned, he got on the grime joint, which was like, I hear what he's doing, but it's still, even if you don't love it technically or like what he did to it, it's still entertaining. Like, when I hear it, I don't just skip it. I kind of like like the lazy slow drag flow. It was very entertaining. I enjoyed the project, and the more I listened to it, the more stuff I heard and the more I kind of appreciated it. So that's how I got my grade, man. 63 loud. What you think? Wow. You seemed a little bit surprised by that. So let me know your thoughts. What kind of journey did it take you on?
Oh man, this thing didn't take me very far on my journey.
I see. I feel like another Reggie. I feel like Reggie might make another appearance. But go ahead. What happened?
God damn. Well, what I thought about the project was, I feel like this song, or I feel like she gave this album about as much energy as she gave Walk 'Em Like a Dog and Material Girl, because all I hear is those 2 songs going back and forth on this whole album.
Yeah.
It's between those styles. I don't really hear a lot of variation. Now, I give him points for delivery, because he does have hella personality, and it takes a certain type of person to make the same subject matter sound interesting so many different ways. So I did look at that, but for the fact that it don't really have that much range for me, no matter how many voices you give me, guys, there's only so much I could take. It is a vibe until it's not. You know what I'm saying? I had to see if I could call Reggie, but I wanted to know if he was that far away. I needed him to come back.
Damn,
so Reggie,
I knew
come
it.
back.
I knew it.
Come back and just, hold this one too. I'm sorry. Not really, but you know what I'm saying? Like, girl.
What's the percentage?
If it was
Reginald,
like,
what percent?
Reginald, I give it 25.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, if he would have just been, it could have been a 4-track EP, just like, T.S. Lil Kendra, and it probably would have been fire.
Fire?
It would have been fire.
Damn.
So trimming it down probably would have worked a lot for me, because I feel like it's a lot like Megan Thee Stallion, same kind of problem. Same music is samey when you do it all over and over again. You could just eliminate, trim the fat, but in this era, I get what you're saying with the TikTok rap. So I mean, it's like I guess I think I gave Megan
like a 58.
I have to give that some consideration because you're right. You said something that didn't really occur to me.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of what I sold it, and that's my thing as far as like when I was talking about like the lens. I'm kind of like, I feel like he kind of mastered a certain segment of like hip hop music.
He got flow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
Which is like the TikTok rap, the catchy hook, the grabbies, the work. Walk. Let me see you walk.
Walk.
That's a TikTok smash. And that's literally all you want to hear that song for. And that's the only time I hear that song. Like, I ain't really going back and putting these on my playlist. But if you give me 6 walks on a 14-track project, everybody can't do that. So I'm looking at it from that aspect, and you know that's Hey man,
that's true.
Hey man,
that's true.
Hey. Man. So what? 25% Reginald
25
James,
Reggie,
and you got a 63 Loud from your boy. So you got 2 different perspectives. Go and check it out. Let us know what you think.
Shout out
It's a
Saucy.
vibe, man. Shout out Saucy Santana.
You know
hey, you see, you got it's a lot of feels over here. The music's supposed to make you feel something. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely made me feel something.
There you go. Exactly.
It made me feel something, even if it was annoyed.
There you go. All right, man.
What?
Who we got next on the motherfucking dock?
Oh, this one's a special one.
It is special. This is
very, very special.
Who we got? What's going on?
Sis. What's up, sis?
What's up, sis?
Tia Carta.
Hey.
You know, the queen of Pink Gorilla.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Amazonian goddess.
Come on.
Trans experience and all. You know what I'm saying?
What are we talking about?
Based in St. Louis, Missouri. Not based in, but this is where she's from.
Okay.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
And she is based in Brooklyn right now. Listen, you just put the song on and threw me all the way off.
I saw you had a little stutter step.
Listen, man, don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right. She is a singer, model, and overall content creator of Female Trans Experience, who also is the co-owner of Pink Gorilla Entertainment with Bugs Gutter, if you don't know already.
Come on.
She has been involved in various productions, such as The Circle NYC. You've seen her on Bugs and Chad. She also has Pose as a credit, and she has another docuseries called Party Boy. I haven't seen Party Boy, but I mean, she's out there. She's featured. She had some earlier success, I believe, earlier last month, charting on the iTunes chart with Bugs Gutter at number 37 for hip hop.
Okay, look at
that.
You
know what I'm saying? On iTunes. So that's a kind of a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And she did it again with the song we're about to review now, which is Lies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Came out New Year's Day.
Well, fun fact.
Oh, snap. What happened?
She actually has a remix verse.
Oh, boy.
On one of my joints from my last album. Gourmet. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. Bully, bully, bully. You know what I'm saying? One of the singles off of that, she did and it's funny because it hasn't been recorded. Mm-hmm. It was only done live one time showing. Like a 1-of-1 type joint.
Yo, she was flawless.
She bodied it.
She was flawless.
She bodied it. And it's out there. We might have to bring that to fruition one day because I don't have a bully video, so I might just have to do the remix. Me and Tia just bring it, you know what I'm saying, make it. We're going to talk about that later. But yeah.
So that is Miss Tia Carta.
Okay.
She has the song. You also might know her from Nightfall, which is another one of my favorite records.
Oh, man.
Featuring, you know what I'm saying, the man sitting right next to me, and of course, Bugs Gutter.
You know.
There's a little situation. So there you go. She has a thing called Lies, came out New Year's Day. And I'm going to say that I gave it a mid.
Okay.
55%.
55% mid. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like the bluesy R&B slow jam feel that you're giving here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I like that feel. It already feels grown, and not for nothing. I don't know a lot of trans women who sing R&B like this. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give her credit for being able to do this. I thought it was a very, very beautiful record. I'm not necessarily impressed by the words, the lyrics, and things, and her voice. Like she's trying to go for a little bit, or go for a moment in the song. Doesn't really happen. You see her going up a little bit, and I think that's kind of that's it could be because of her range or whatever the case may be. She has a nice soulful range. She don't gotta like over sing you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so good about the record, because just her presence, just her warmth, it really, really it warms you to it. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, but the performance just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just a little bit, lacking for me.
All right.
But I like the record though. I definitely mess with it because, again, I love some good R&B.
Yeah.
And the emotion is raw, the emotion is honest, and she sells that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Tia Carter.
Okay.
On the lies.
Okay. So 55% mid.
55%.
Not bad. That's like a high mid.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't too far off from that. I gave it a 58% mid.
Wow.
Yeah. And I felt a lot of the same points you said. I thought I love the jazzy style, the vibe. That it's kind of like, not to say like real R&B, because I hate when people say like real hip hop and all that shit. But it's like it's a different style of R&B that you're not really getting. Like you said, you don't really hear that from, just mainstream female artists in general, let alone a trans female artist.
Right. Period.
So it was just it's refreshing to hear. It was dope. I thought she met it, like the way it starts off, the first part of it is dope, but then I thought it kind of falls. I thought it kind of needed a bridge, or like you said, she was going for that moment, but it was like it wasn't any room in the production for her to really go there, because the production kind of sat still. It stayed on one note, which is dope production, but it's kind of like that tempo and that flow, you gotta move a little bit, or I might, end up, I might get lost. Asleep. Yeah, you gonna put me to bed like on some. It just sounds too good. It's too relaxing. You know what I'm saying? And I agreed on your point on the lyrics. It didn't take me anywhere crazy lyrically, but it didn't have to, because it was a lot of space in the beat, and it was more about the emotion. It was more about her emoting what happened and how she felt. You lied. You just gonna sit there and lie in my face.
You just go sit.
Yeah. And when you felt that, she brought that across. But that's why I was kind of waiting for that, like nigga, like from that blackout moment. Like what the fuck? Like wait, what? Give me some of that. Yeah. And it kind of never came, which was like, all right. But you can still enjoy it, and it wasn't, it's not super super long.
No.
Which I enjoyed it, man. I gave it a 58% mid. Good vibe. I mean, she definitely has a beautiful voice. I agree, like the range is not crazy, but she doesn't try to get too far ahead of herself, which is that's a talent within itself, to know where you at. You ain't out here trying to do too much.
Still deliver.
Yeah, just body where you at. And that's all you got to do. So you got a 55% mid and a 58% mid. We was kind of okay, right there.
On point with that. Shout out to Tia Carter.
Shout out to Tia Carter. Lies. Streaming on all platforms. Came out New Year's Day. Look at that.
And we was there at the party for the single drop.
For the single release.
It was a beautiful little experience. It was a little crowd. It was a little crowd going on there. Yeah. And that was nice. Shout out to them. Shout out to Pink Gorilla.
Word. All right, so that wraps it up for our Q Plus artists for the day.
Oh, snap.
Episode 24.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 2020. 21. You know what I'm saying? It's time for the ally of the day.
It's the ally of the day.
Who?
The ally of the day. Hey, woo!
Come on, man.
Damn.
We're gonna have to make that a full length. And just start streaming it. Like y'all could go check out that ally of the day.
You think that'll be
brought to you by the Herbal Tea Podcast. We should have put that on the highest notes. That would have killed nigga. It might come out volume 2. Don't steal our idea, all right? Look. But today's ally of the day.
Okay.
She usually goes by her nickname, J. Dot,
L.O.
L. Dot. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need.
Miss J-Lo. Everybody know Jenny from the Block. I ain't even got to say her full name, but I'm going to give her the respect she deserves. Our ally today, Miss Jennifer Lopez, ladies and gentlemen, man.
Right? Let's go.
Come on.
Go.
Now, I ain't going to go too crazy with the bio because you already,
I was waiting for you to say on the 6th. I'm waiting for you to say it.
Come on, fam. Like, you already... You know where she from? Like, she from the Bronx. Like,
Castlewood Hill.
She already told you. Like,
Stand up.
she got her start as a fly girl. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, she's of this. Like, I'm not even gonna go crazy.
I can hear Keenan talk about it's my girl Jennifer.
Listen,
I hear it.
Listen, she's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's an actress. She's a dancer. Right? Jenny from the Block. You already know what that's about. You know the song Anaconda. People forget, not Nicki Minaj single, the original, the movie Anaconda.
Oh yeah,
where it came from. Yeah, she was in it. yeah, that J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then she's also known for breaking hearts out here. Like, she had your boy Diddy out here looking crazy for like a good 6 months, year and a half. Like, it wasn't good for him after that breakup. Like, she did something to him. You know what I'm saying?
It was
J-Lo out here, and now, you know, everybody knows she wifed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Her and, what's his name?
A-Rod.
A-Rod. Her and A-Rod.
But I give up too late.
You know what I'm saying? But she been out here doing her thing for a minute. She's a legend. Super Bowl superstar performances and all that. Like, that's what she does. So you know J-Lo. Come on. But she's an advocate and an ally because she is and was a consistent advocate for gay rights. Numerous occasions. She's very vocal with it. She's out there. She's actually a producer on a show that's based around a biracial lesbian couple. It's called The Fosters. You know what I'm saying? And she also supported this teen who was the valedictorian of his high school. Valedictorian of his high school.
Valedictorian.
They wasn't going to let him do his speech because they knew he was about to address his sexuality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they was like, they shut it down. And she got wind of it. It's like, nah, hold up. I got to meet this kid. Like, hold up. Let me set this right, put this right. So she on that type of time with it. So shout out to Jennifer Lopez, man, a.k.a. J-Lo, a.k.a. Jenny from the Block, a.k.a. Break Your Heart if you move wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, she not playing out here.
Not.
You already know what it is. She got the new single out in the morning. Came out November 27th.
On Carta.
2020.
You
know what I'm saying?
Black Friday.
Late last year.
You know what I'm saying?
Short joint. 2 minutes, 47 seconds.
Little joint.
Not too crazy. Yeah, and that's, you know, not too crazy. It's not bad, but it's like, it's J-Lo. So, like, I just listed all those accolades. Like, you know her for all these joints.
Right.
But it wasn't terrible. I gave it a mid 60%, actually. So, not too bad. I gave it a mid 60%.
You didn't give us the name of the song.
I said In the Morning.
In the morning?
I definitely said In the Morning. I said In the Morning. Her new single In the Morning. It came out November 27th.
What?
2020. We're going to run it back and he's going to look at this and he's going to be embarrassed.
I might run it back.
So I'm glad y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
Did y'all hear it?
They heard it.
Just wanted to make sure that
you know
y'all heard it. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, I'll repeat it. In the Morning by Miss Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, I gave it a mid 60%. And I gave it that because it's a decent song. Like, if I heard this as like some up and coming chick singing demo, I'd be like, okay, this joint is it's well put together, well produced. Damn, she sound really good on it. Like, well, okay. It's J-Lo. I feel like she's gonna give you a certain standard, but it ain't stand out to me. Like, it wasn't really anything too memorable about it. It wasn't, I don't know. It was all right. It had a nice little bop, but it was very generic. I feel like it was like for TV type music. Like, it could have been in a soundtrack or something. It plays well behind like a, you know, a visual. It plays well as a soundscape or something like that. But I mean, it was like, I wasn't crazy about it. But I could see her doing a crazy ass video for it, doing some wild dance sequence, and being like, okay, yeah, because it's not a bad song. It just wasn't. I wasn't wild, but I gave it a mid 60%. How you feeling over there? You sipping a lot of beverages. You doing a lot of.
I just wanted to make sure.
Emoting a lot of expressions. And
I just gotta make sure.
You ain't hear the title. You thought you had to grab. You
all right?
You losing your hearing over there? What's going on over there? Is we calling Reggie out again? Is we doing triple Reggie?
Oh
no, we
my
not.
God.
No, we not. No, we not.
Yo, this
we not doing that out here.
We
not doing that out here.
Triple?
This is triple Reggie.
I don't know.
What's going on?
Is it a
I don't know. What's your score? What you giving it?
Yo, it's a Reggie. It's a fucking Reggie. Why are we playing? Stop. We know J-Lo.
Come on, man. Did you see this?
J-Lo.
Did you see this cover for the single?
I
She
seen
out here, man.
What is she doing
50 years
for you?
old,
What is
B.
she doing for you?
She looks amazing.
This is exactly what it's about. It's all about the visual appeal of J-Lo. I think it's always been like that. From I would say from Selena time frame.
Okay.
That was it. So when she broke out and became a singer, and I have to give her this because, you know, she's been singing, she's been having a successful career as a pop artist for a good 20 years. So she's kind of legacy in that situation. So that's how the lens I'm looking at it. When she came out with If You Had My Love, I thought that song was limited. But when you watch the video and she gets into the dance sequence,
Well, that's what she does.
she sells that. And she obviously, but that's what I'm saying. That's the J-Lo appeal right there. It's never
That's
really
why I
been
said you
about
see
her
the video,
songs.
it's like, oh shit, like I can hear this being a soundtrack type joint. Telling you, man, this joint got
This song,
it got a certain level of it got a certain level of
I
quality
don't
that
know
you gotta
if they-
respect.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a song that we're going to be hearing a lot from the rest of this year, if that's the case.
I don't think so either. But I feel like if that joint didn't come from J-Lo and you just heard it, like if your man's was like, yo, my niece sing, and he gave you that joint, you be like, yo, this joint.
All right, niece.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is J-Lo's never been like, she's like a Drake type singer. Like she's never been a wailer or she ain't
not at
she
all.
ain't no Christina Aguilera. She ain't no Shakira.
No.
Like she not about to.
She's not.
She ain't Celine Dion. Like
She's
she not
not.
about to.
She not going to kill it.
She Jenny from the block.
That's
like,
true. That's true. But I'm saying there was like a quality to the songs that she had back then. I guess I'm just being nostalgic.
It was different production and it was more hip hop. I think that's what it was.
That might be it.
That's definitely what it was.
That
She's
might
on
be
some
it.
different shit now. You
This-
ain't on her pop
She
shit.
doing world
But that's what I'm
music
saying.
and
Like
shit.
we gotta kind of.
we globalizing.
I'm trying to judge people on where they at. Meet people where they at. Meet the music where it's at. Judge you on a certain list. Not necessarily just cutting you slack, but just looking at it different. Like I'm not saying I'm going and playlisting none of these joints. Like I'm really not playlisting nothing but fire. Like if your shit ain't fire, cause we listening to so much music. Like, but I'm not really judging your shit on like, okay, am I adding this to my playlist? I'm trying to look at it as a casual listener, general consensus. This is probably, yeah, I could see what is okay. It's not for me, but this isn't a bad song. This isn't, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm getting at it. But listen, I see exactly, you are so validated in those Reggies. Like I'm giving you shit for the triple Reggies, but I could see it. Like I could see I could see it. I could see the Reginalds.
Listen.
I could see the Reginalds. And that's what's great about this show because we're giving you different perspectives. So hopefully it's something for you to go and sit back and think about and be like, yo, maybe I didn't, well, let me go listen to the song this way. It might sound different. Or yeah, you know what? I agree. That shit was trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I gotta call a spade a spade.
it's subjective, man. It's subjective.
I gotta call a spade a spade.
It's subjective. Ain't no right or wrong. It is what it is.
Motherfuckers come in and think they could get away with less.
Ain't no come. Is she here already? Where she coming in at? She been in, nigga. She been in.
My last J-Lo album was I find her get right before the night.
See, I don't even know if I ever even listened to a whole J-Lo album.
I bought the album.
Nah, see, I was never that. I was never on J-Lo like that.
That's why you can't tell me.
I'm not
J-Lo
telling you nothing. I'm just telling you my opinion.
I'm just anybody who, know what I'm saying? Fuck them if they thinking different. That's all.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. But that's how I'm saying. Like it depends on how you looking. That's why they say like, man, it's that image, that your look, your style, what you stand for, all that shit plays a big part into artistry, into just being an artist. Because anybody could sing, anybody could rap, anybody could make music, especially nowadays. But what else is it that kind of makes me gravitate towards you? It makes me want to be interested in your music. Because if you ain't even listened to somebody's music and you already got like a closed off ear to it, they could have some loud shit and you probably gonna be like, you ain't gonna be open to it. But if it's somebody who you fucking with, you might get them a little extra edge, like on some, damn, I love this person, rooting for him. But that could also backfire in the case of J-Lo and Peasy. We're like, yo, this my bitch. Like, she supposed to be giving me and you give me this?
Thinking I came in, I should don't. Remember your roots, woman.
If you go,
right? Hold on.
Listen, man. Hey, shout out to J-Lo, nonetheless, for being the ally of the day. We definitely appreciate it. Y'all go check it out, man. You gotta listen to this music. Let us know what you think. You got our scores. Peasy gave it a Reginald. Yo,
16% Reggie. That's all she gets.
16%
Period.
Reginald James. Reggie got the hot hand tonight, man. I gave it a 60% mid. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? That's a big gap. 16 to 60.
Swish.
I like the alliteration though. 16 to 60.
Swish.
Saucy Santana got a 16 to 60. Switching
Right?
those bitches, I don't care if you miss it. You know what I'm saying? Real
Yo,
quick.
bugging.
Hey,
Yo,
shout out to the
bugging.
ally today. Go check it out, man. In the morning, J-Lo streaming on all platforms.
Hey.
All right, man. So that wraps it up. You know,
Right.
for the music.
Right.
Of course, that's only the soundtrack to what's going on in the streets.
Man.
Like, what's up out here, man?
The Skreetz is still.
What they saying? Are they buzzing? Are they whispering? Are they yelling?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
You feel me? So, you street correspondent, the real Peasy, you know what I'm saying? First thing on the docket, the presidential inauguration happened, and nothing really happened except J-Lo, who we just finished talking about. Ally of the Day was there performing, and you had Lady Gaga as well.
Lady Gaga.
performing. So they both killing it. Lady Gaga with this big ass red poofy dress, like
You know she
what I'm
always
saying?
doing the most.
But in a classy way this time. It's not meat dress.
I was about to
So,
say, remember the meat dress?
I remember the meat dress.
Shout out to
man.
Lady Gaga.
Shout out. But this is like this is who's performing at the inauguration.
Okay.
now. You know what I'm saying? So you got
Big
that going
names,
on.
Lady Gaga.
Big
and
names.
That's like Super Bowl stage type. That's a big deal.
And everybody lives for Michelle Obama.
Come on, man. She
She
came out.
came through with the
She stole the
with
show.
the swoop.
She stole the show.
Damn, that's why we all bow to her.
Yeah.
All right, so Pete Buttigieg, you already know, former mayor of
Minnesota. No.
Indiana. I
Is it
think.
Indiana? I thought it was Minnesota.
Whatever.
Okay.
He's now on the cabinet, and he is the first LGBTQ, to serve on the cabinet. He is on the Department of Transportation.
Okay.
You already know what it is.
Huge.
Make a little move
It's a big move.
representing. You know what I'm saying? Salute
Busy
to
Joe.
you.
Joe been busy over there.
Come on, man. So he, in the midst of being busy, he's handling business. Executive order. What? This is not happening. Oh, this
on,
week.
man.
This is what Trump did.
Scratch it.
Scratch it. Gone. And in the list of that is the transgender ban in the military. That shit bugged me when it was first happening.
Talk about it.
I mean, goddamn. So Mr. Biden took care of business. So I have to definitely give props to that. Sure already know what it is.
That's a big deal. I mean, that's the thing. Like, to come in and have to, you ain't even starting from scratch. You starting from behind, 80 steps behind. You got to reverse a bunch of shit just to have a clean slate.
Man.
It's crazy. But we getting there. We in a renaissance,
We
apparently.
in a renaissance.
That's what they saying out here.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So there is a brand new senior living community in downtown Brooklyn called the Watermark, and they have an art exhibit called Not Another Second, that features elderly LGBTQ members. You know what I'm saying? Pictures of them telling their stories of what their life was like, basically being in a closet for most of their lives, and them telling those unique stories. Whereas today, it's not so much. Before, You know,
Definitely
in the,
different.
in the 50s, it was illegal, or they considered you having a mental illness for being homosexual. So
Wow.
imagine being open. Just it was just illegal to be yourself.
Wow. That's
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's giving right there. That's what the exhibit is giving those people's stories, and it's an art exhibit, and I thought that was like super fire because like people don't think about like how far we came, but people don't also think about what it's gonna be like when you get a little bit older. People
mm-hmm.
act like their youth is gonna last forever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing like that's so scary and eerie and it's like parallel in a way. Like life kind of repeats itself. Like how you
Yeah,
just said you mentioned like it was illegal or like they looked at you like you had a mental illness. Like
yeah,
it's crazy, but we coming off that, but the trans community is kind of going through the same thing. Like
yeah.
it's like life is kind of cycling and repeating itself, but just with different groups and shit. It's like it's wild, like
Exactly.
how that always happens. But hey, we getting there. We're progressing slowly but
For
surely.
real.
It's taking fucking forever, but
That's crazy. That's
yeah.
what.
But that's some deep shit. That's like art imitating life type
Right,
shit.
right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Multimedia exhibit.
And where's that?
This is in downtown Brooklyn, Brooklyn
Okay.
Heights.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, one of the people's stories that is featured in the exhibit is her name is Reverend Goddess Magora Kennedy, who participated in the Stonewall riots.
Okay.
I believe she lives at this community, but that's one of the stories that's being told in the exhibit.
Now the
So,
residents, the art exhibits are about the residents.
no,
Oh, okay.
no. They're just about other people
Gotcha.
random.
Gotcha.
So
You right over there?
I don't know.
You struggling? What's
I
going
don't
on?
know, man. I'm struggling. Let's all right. Let's move on to let's move on to the Catholic bishops. So they now follow the Pope's lead in greater LGBTQ acceptance by urging more support of the youth.
Okay.
Now you have these bishops, which is like that's kind of the top of the community. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Catholic, right?
yeah, Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
That's separation of church and state and whatnot. They have the same kind of hierarchy going on. So the bishop is the highest. So it's five or six of them. They wrote a letter, and they just spoke on how they need to. We are open ourselves to the LGBTQ youth
I mean,
because a lot of them are disappearing. You know what I'm saying? Disappearing and all of that.
yeah.
So
You would figure with their track record though, they should be like on top of that. They
They
should be
should have
doing
been.
something to counter that. Like,
it's a little bit late.
yeah,
it's,
like
it's
what
a
the
little
fuck?
bit late. But the fact that they're doing it now,
Yeah, that's huge.
It's
Like-
kind of saying something about the Catholic Church. So
Yeah.
they got one stop going on.
Well, the Pope kind of hasn't been playing with that either. Like he's been,
That was just last year.
yeah, like he not playing. Like he with the shits kind of.
People are kind of looking in more in that direction and like,
Yeah.
all right, the Pope is making a little bit of sense here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Check that out. They wrote the letter to the Tyler Clementi Foundation, which is the foundation founded on the person that killed himself, Rutgers University. You know what I'm saying? He was killed for
That was not catfish, but they kind of recorded him.
they
or-
recorded him having sex with another
man.
and then he went
That's
and
like
killed
one of the
himself.
worst fucking things you could do to somebody.
Yeah.
man.
So
It's fucked up.
So they wrote a letter to that organization, and that organization, kind of announced the statement. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So, there, in the interest of LGBTQ youth, there was this gay couple that was harassed in the Bronx for going to this restaurant, La Isla Cuchi Frito.
The
there was a
coochie
server there.
frito.
There was a lady that was serving there was like just calling out, to the two black boys that were kissing, because they were, they were together and whatnot. So she was like cursing at them. So, they reported it. The lady that, was hurling the insults, they just, they kicked her to the curb or whatnot. They told her she couldn't work there no more. And so it's talking about the guys, the guys feel kind of passionate about, outright justice to that. But where they're in New York City, they could take the legal recourse, put in a statement, and, New York will, definitely protect them because New York City has a no discrimination. They don't no tolerate that under whatsoever. So they can file a statement and, legally pursue all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of where it's at with LGBTQ youth. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of acceptance kind of goes a long way. So,
and that's the thing, like, you couldn't do that before. Like, back in the day, like, people ain't give a shit. You couldn't go file a report, and you know what I'm saying? It was just like, well, fuck you.
Protecting that.
It's crazy.
You're protecting that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, man, that's what's going on out here in these streets.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's kind of heavy out here.
I just want to say shout out to Bugs, who has his new song. A Letter from Bugs. Put out a little video for it. So, Arlo Park, we reviewed her on episode 20.
Arlo Park, yep.
Yeah. She sang the song Hurt, her new album, Collapsed in Sunbeams.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's out. And shout out to DJ Baker. Yo, I fucking hate DJ Baker. But shout out to him for putting Boiler Room number 10 on his little countdown.
Look at
shit.
that. Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I was low-key gas.
Low-key gas. Look at you.
Why.
You see how? You like the motherfucker that been griping at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? And then you get your Grammy and shit. And then you like, now you like the Grammys and shit.
Right. Like Tyler, the Creator, some shit.
Ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm going to take that.
Hey,
but, you
man,
know
listen.
Shout out to him.
Definitely much respect due and well deserved.
Thank you for that wonderful production. You was
of course.
just at the beginning, the very beginning of your bag.
Come on, man.
I'm proud of how far you came.
Come on, man. I was definitely just now reaching in my bag with
it's
that one.
Low key
I was just
banger, low key.
All right, man. So the streets is kind of, it's a lot going on in the streets. There's a lot to take in. It's a lot bubbling. But after the streets, I'm going to just go ahead and, because it's been heavy out here, you know what I'm saying? We in the middle of a snowstorm and all that, where we recovering from the snow. I'm hearing we might be getting a little bit more, so I might have to just buckle down, hunker down.
Buckle down.
It just made me want to head over to the smoking session, man. So we're going to have a little smoking session in the smoking section. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what we do around this time.
Damn.
And today, you know what I'm saying? Top of 2021. Well, not top, but, still early on. That's crazy. January is done. We already done with January. That's
it's
crazy.
Groundhog Day.
It's out of here. Nada. Finito. Already in it.
Did the groundhog see the shadow?
Did he see his shadow? I don't know. I don't be following all that shit. Groundhog don't pay that shit. It could be raining on that day. Like, anything can happen that day. I don't be paying that shit. The movie Groundhog Day is dope, though.
A word?
Yeah, you never saw Groundhog Day, Bill Murray? Oh, man, that movie is crazy. You got to check it out. All right, see, we went off on a tangent. But today, guess who's back in town?
Who's back?
Mr. Sherlock motherfucking Holmes.
Sherlock Tone?
Sherlock Tone.
What Sherlock Tone got for us
back
today?
In the building. And we're going to be talking about a THC component. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, marijuana is just broken down to compounds, chemical compounds. A lot of them shits. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Delta 8 versus Delta 9. You probably heard of it. You probably heard it around. Like, what the fuck is that? Not too sure what it is. Well, like I said, it's pretty much a chemical compound that they call cannabinoids. And these are what you find in the cannabis plants. So they're found in hemp and marijuana. So it's different types of cannabinoids that's found in different plants, right? Delta 8 and Delta 9, these are components of marijuana. Delta 9 is the most famous of the cannabinoids. They said it's like 144 of them that's been discovered so far.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking cannabinoids. But this is the most popular one. This is the one that's most prevalent. The THC that's in all of the trees you smoking is like Delta 9. But there's another component called Delta 8. And molecularly, they're pretty much the same thing. But they differ at where the compound joins on the carbon. So different carbon cells is about a number. Delta 9, it joins on the 9th carbon. Delta 8, it joins on the 8th carbon. Hence the names. You know what I'm saying? But Delta 9 is like the potent, bigger cousin of Delta 8. Delta 8 is like the little homie almost. You know what I'm saying? In terms of THC, potency, the psychoactive effect that gives you that high feeling. You know what I'm saying? What my homie over here going through right now. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Over here living his life. We lit. We in the smoking section. You know what I'm saying? You've arrived. I love it. We here. You know what I'm saying? We out here on this peanut brittle that's laced with the Delta 8. And this is a great time to talk about it. All right, so shout out to Mr. Hempflower. They sent me the little Crazy 8s package, the Delta 8 special. And it's a coincidence that it arrived on the day that we bringing you the Delta 8 versus the Delta 9. So, like I said, the Delta 9 is the most popular THC component in marijuana, right? But, you know, everything going on with the legalization of marijuana, they trying to figure it all out. The CBD, they passed that because it has low THC. So you ain't really getting high. You ain't really getting too crazy. That's kind of one of the things that draw people to the CBD because, you know, people that, you know, they don't want to do drugs or they don't want to be high. They use the CBD for the calming effects, the medical benefits without having a high effect, right? But then on the opposite spectrum, you got people, they want to get high, they want to smoke, but they get super paranoid and get anxiety when they smoke. So, you know, those smokers, they can't smoke because, you know, they start getting paranoid. They start thinking about crazy shit. It's like too much. It's too much going on. So that's where the Delta 8 THC comes in because it has more of the high, not as much as the Delta 9, but it doesn't have that anxious paranoia after effect or side effect. And it also has the same medical benefits as the CBD and the THC. So somewhere in the middle, but it's closer to a higher potency. It's a smoother high. And because of, you know, the way they still trying to figure out how to legalize everything, it's like the Wild Wild West out there in the marijuana community. They're still figuring out the laws. The feds don't know what to do because the states are legalizing it, but it's still illegal federally. But the Delta 8 is slipping under the radar because it's not as potent. So it's kind of becoming almost like a CBD. Like CBD companies are able to sell it and send it to you. Like I got it delivered to the crib from a CBD company that doesn't sell marijuana. They sell hemp, but they infuse it with the hemp. But, you know, now that it's popping, it's up and running, this company was the first ones to put it out. They was like, you know what, we're going to test the waters. And now Delta 8 is kind of the bridge between THC, high potent THC, and CBD. So it became legal in 2018, started being distributed in 2019, and now the business is taking off. Other distributors are starting to pick it up. Like I said, the CBD company that I deal with, Mr. Hempflower, they ship it right to you, right to your doorstep, so you can enjoy it like that. And you know, the business of marijuana is becoming tricky. They're still figuring it out. The feds are still figuring it out, but they're actually looking into it. They're paying close attention to it. They're hiring people to research this stuff and figure out what these compounds do. Like I said, they discovered 144 of them, so you know it's out there. So that's kind of the hearings and goings about the Delta 8 versus the Delta 9, man. Have you ever smoked Delta 8?
I have smoked Delta 8.
Of course.
And you already know, thanks to Mr. Hempflower, rolling a little bit of a new world that I'm on had. So
absolutely. On that lean. Come on, man. So you know how you listen, man. Just a little food for thought.
Food? Just a little bit.
While you get the herbs for thought. And we're gonna go ahead and end it like that on a high note.
Get me together. Hey, what's happening?
That from coast to coast, where there's dope, there's hope. Where there's dope, there's hope. Sheesh. Wait, is it lit?